Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Little Witch Academia episodes 3 and 4. So I'm making up for not doing an extra episode during the weekend by doing one more reaction this week. Um, and then I might do an extra one on Saturday. That way I'm caught up. Um, so last episode we were introduced to Diana Cavendish, I believe is her name. Yeah. She's basically considered to be the most talented witch at this school right now, and is probably, according to the teachers and everything, going to be the best student and witch they ever get. She comes from a very well respected family, already knows a lot about magic and like all the stuff that they're talking about in the classes. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. They started classes. Last episode, they had just finished with the opening ceremony. Now they're actually in class. Akko was a bit disappointed. She thought it would be a little more exciting, more magic, less talking. But no, it was a lot of talking, and she did not enjoy that. Although, she should just look at it as a way of learning more about magic, since she doesn't really know anything except for what she saw on the magic show. Let's see. They end up. I know she ends up talking about what's her name? Shiny Chariot. And Diana actually, her and her little entourage of two other people start talking about how nobody really looks at her as like Shiny Chariot as like a real witch. She was more of like a show person. She's not really respected amongst the community, and nobody even really cares where she's gone. And that didn't sit well with Akko, since that's her like inspiration for becoming a witch. Brought up that she had the wand, Shiny Chariot's wand. When she brought it out, everybody's like, it's a fake. It's not real. And then she tried using it, and it didn't work. So it just made her look even worse. Then, her, Lot, and Susie, I think is how you pronounce it. Like Lucy, but with an S. They're just sitting in like one of the yards, and she's going on about, Shiny Chariot and how she inspired her to be a witch, and she's talking about the card game, because there was a card game, and she collected all of them. And then they were playing the card game. Well, her and Susie. Susie didn't really understand how you can do stuff that was not on the cards. But, they go back to Diana, who's not really meeting, but has met with a couple of the teachers, who are talking about this tree that they have. It's apparently a very old and important tree. And I guess it's dying, and they're not quite sure why. One of the other teachers, I know we saw her in the first episode. Oh, wrong button. Yes, sir, Ursula. She had been studying what the causes might be for the tree to be dying like it is, and she believes she's found out why. She just needs to study it a little further to get the exact reason, because they don't want to do something to the tree to help with something else. and then damage it even more because they did the wrong thing. So the teachers leave, Diana and her group stay, and Diana decides, oh, well, I'm just going to fix the tree. So she and her friends end up doing, like, I forget what they put around the tree, but she does a spell and it starts, like, giving nutrients to the tree to make it better. And it starts, looking a lot better. It's getting its leaves back, its branches are not as, like, barren as they were. And her friends run off. She stays behind a bit. And then that's when everything goes wrong. Turns out there's some kind of, like, orb. I think they considered it a parasite that was on the tree's roots. Not just one, but like a ton of them. There was a lot. And she is thinking that, okay, these are what's causing the tree to die, so I'm going to kill all of them. Akko and the group end up, well, they're close by, so they felt the earthquake from the roots getting taken out of the ground, so they ran over to see what was going on. And when Akko sees what's on the roots, she knows exactly what it is. She has a card for it, actually, I believe. It is a, like some certain mythical butterfly that does not, I think, only shows up once every few hundred years, 1,000 years or something. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, so Diana is killing these things, but it's supposed to be very, like, good, like it's a good omen or something. So Akko is trying to stop her, and when Diana starts shooting at one of the other ones, she jumps in front of the beam, takes the blast, and then explains exactly what it is. And she ends up using Shiny Chariot's wand to give these cocoons more nutrients so that it can hatch. And when they did, it didn't look like a butterfly to me. It looked more like a fairy. Like they were fairies. And she just saved all of them, and they fly off, and then now the tree can get whatever nutrients it needs because it's not supporting like hundreds of these fairies. And yeah, the teachers tried to, or were giving Diana credit for saving the tree, and she's telling them, no, it wasn't me. And they're not listening because, I mean, who else could do it? Akko, that's who. But yeah, I mean, she's trying to tell them, but none of the teachers want to listen because, I mean, there's nobody else in that school who's capable of that. So I don't know where this episode is going to go, but let's watch it and see what's going on. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.